What's up, guys? So I'm gonna quickly get this out of the way. This is a relapse video. I'm on day whatever, all right? We're on a reset. And officially, I'm excited to announce YouTube, my friends over at the Retention Warriors, my brothers, all right? You consider this chapter 1 of the YouTube NOFAP journey, okay? Because I want to make something clear that I will always be accountable about who I am and where I'm going in life. All right, so if I relapse, that means I have to share it, because I'm not out here fronting as some kind of guru, some kind of master, some kind of role model that people should emulate after. I'm just here to share my journey, share my experience, and perhaps inspire somebody to live a little better, to challenge themselves a bit. Because we should all be reminded that we're always more capable than we believe that we are. So the topic of this video is, I followed my purpose, all right, for a week, to be honest, and I still relapsed. And why this is important is because that is often touted as the keystone of how you will never relapse. And I just want to share some downfalls in that thinking. In my own experience, this is what happened. Simply put, you could exit a minute after I talk about this. The pursuit of meaning, the pursuit of passion became a substitute for my seeking of pleasure, my hedonism, all right? The only difference is that instead of something that was instant, it was something that was a little bit more delayed, okay? But the problem is the difference. It's that I kept myself in a state of pleasure over purpose. Do you understand that? So when I was engaging in these, when I was making videos, when I was putting out content, I felt better. I felt this release of the soul. But a lot of the why behind I was doing it came from a place of feeling good. So, you can look at that manifesto type video I put out. A big theme of that is why I need to stop is because I don't want to feel like this anymore. So it's very simple. The same reason why I relapsed is the same reason why I stopped, because when your thinking is so primitive that your only reason to stop your action is I don't want to feel like this anymore, then when you're sober long enough, guess what's going to happen? Your mind's going to remember and think, ooh, wouldn't you like to feel like this? Okay? And when it's that simple, you're dualistic thinking, then of course you're going to go right back to the old behaviors, because that's the only thing driving you. I'd like to feel like this. I wouldn't like to feel like that. And that is where the why comes in. Okay? So just to recap on the cross addictions, I had to put myself in a place of where I wasn't reacting anymore, okay? Just reacting to how I wanted to feel, how I didn't want to feel. Very impulsive, because newsflash, when you're in a reactive state, that is when you are vulnerable to all of the bad behaviors, all of the bad habits. If you suffer from anything from addiction to binge eating to, anger management, or you have anger issues, you lash out. It's because you're in a reactive state of mind. And for me, that reactive state was just being completely in the senses, and I wasn't exactly beyond the senses of the human body. So, the why. So, here's the funny thing about the why and what more people need to talk about. When it comes to anything in life, your goals specifically, is that your why always needs to be updated. It's not something that you just write down once, you say it in front of a mirror, you tell everybody, and then, bam, that why is fueling you forever. No. That why has to be continuously reinforced into your mind. It's got to be strengthened, because otherwise it's going to lose strength, it's going to lose power. And it's something that constantly happens to me and I'm sure it happens to others too, when you do get back into a heavy relapse, a heavy session of binging, is you just start to lose sense of that why. You might remember some sentences, some quotes in your mind, but like I said, at the end of the day, if what gets you to stop is usually, initially, when you're in that initial huge binge, is that, okay, I need to reset. I don't want to feel like this anymore. And that period of reset, this is when we have to re-cement the why. Okay? So despite the fact that I was chasing my purpose, I was working on this goal, these big goals that were beyond myself, I was still relapsing, and that's because there wasn't a big why behind it. And just to make this clear, think of it like this. Just as you need a why for what you're going to do, you need a why for what you shouldn't do. Okay? And that brings me back to, where are we going from here? Where we got to go left? Okay? Because I can't forever be making these videos about, okay, I relapse here, this is where I'm at. Oh shit, I hate my life, this is why I got to change it. Eventually, there's got to be progression and upwards. Otherwise, what's the story of this channel? The story of this channel is that I'm presenting to you as I am now. All of my fuck-ups, all of my weaknesses. I'm giving every single one of you, my friends, strangers, family, I'm giving you the arsenal to hold against me. Weapons, dark secrets, it's all there for you. And if you want to talk shit about me, it's all there for you. You don't really have to search much to try. Okay? So eventually there's got to be some kind of come up. And that's where we're circling back around to the fundamentals. The things that people will share with you when you're first starting NoFap, And when I mean starting it, I mean really, really digging deep into it. Going on Reddit, the r/NoFap Reddit, which, by the way, I don't recommend. It's a cesspool out there. It's dog shit. Going and watching some NoFap retention YouTubers. Yeah, most of them are shit, except for me. And that's what I mean. Really digging in. Reading some old, ancient Brahmacharya text. Really digging into the practice and seeing, okay, how can I succeed? What have others done before me to stop beating their meat? Because god damn is this hard, right? So the classics are, okay, work out. You're going to get a lot of energy. You got to burn that shit off. Most especially because a lot of the men getting into this are between the ages of 18 and 25, okay? And at this age, we have a lot of energy to expend, okay? It's got to go somewhere. And we've been spending our entire life putting that shit into a toilet or into a napkin or into a towel or whatever your method of cleanup is. You know what I mean, all right? Now we have that energy from within. What else? Meditation, okay? Cold showers. These are all easy little tricks you can do. Ooh, tick, tick, tick. And the reason why people put the pursuit of purpose above that is because it reveals first of all, it keeps you busy. That's another tip. Keep yourself busy. All right? And it's simple in that it leads you on a path of meaning. It leads you onto a path of you discovering, okay, why do I want to live better? Because the answer is not really obvious. You have to think about it. Especially in today's world where we are never anymore taught about why we should live better. The great myths of the epics, the biblical stories, all right, the fables, the legends, we are not taught about this in the same way. Why men should strive for greatness, why women should strive to elevate humanity's consciousness and literally making the world a better place. This is not what's shoved into our culture. It's not shoved into our youth anymore. So it's something we have to discover on our own. Otherwise, the pursuit of pleasure, the pursuit of degeneracy becomes our highest order in life. Okay? So the fundamentals is what I'm coming back to. I've got a problem that's come up, guys, throughout this. You know, one of the fundamentals is, okay, don't be doom scrolling anymore. Really, like, cut out that fucking screen addiction. Screen addiction and pornography addiction are hand in hand right there. They're best friends, really. Because it's the pursuit of stimulation. We've got to recenter ourselves, recenter our autonomy, to not constantly be seeking desire and to not constantly be seeking an escape from thyself. Okay? What's ironic about that, you know what's really ironic, guys, is that my pursuit of purpose was so I could connect with myself. But in this state of how I was doing it, my why was that I was pursuing it to escape myself as well. And that's because my starting point was wicked. It was ugly. It was cursed. Okay? So, how are we going to change this? Besides everything I've talking about? Well, it's time to show you guys some progression. Time to show, because I want to turn people on to NoFap. I really, truly do. Beyond a meme form. I want to show people that brahmacharya, the ancient practice, has so much to give us. It's all for free. So much strength that we can rediscover, that we brainwash ourselves into believing that we are not strong, that we are not powerful, that we are powerless. You notice that's what so much of media tells us, that it trains us into, that we are powerless, so we might as well go fuck off and enjoy life till we die. But I truly do not believe we are powerless, that we are more powerful than we realize. So here's what's going to happen. Here's the manifesting. In the next 90 days, right now I have like 35 subscribers, maybe. I'm going to get 1,000 subscribers. This is speaking from someone who's had no belief in himself to put himself out there to the world and say, I have something to say. Okay? And I'm going to show you how the energy is going to present itself. There's a banger coming that I have within me that you guys don't even know yet. The energy that I've been putting in these videos, it's nothing. It's tepid. Okay? It's a wet blanket. I have so much more to show you. And, you know, one of the fundamentals, fitness, is something that I've been off that train for a while. Truly. And I'm too young to have just given up on the pursuit of fitness. And not just like, oh yeah, I go jog every now and then. No, like truly striving for results. So 90 days, another thing's gonna happen. Okay? I'm gonna have a 6-pack of abs. Yep. Simple as that. Okay? I've gone on my workout journeys before. I used to be a gym bro. And even at my peak, even when I could do, I can't do the math in my head. When I could squat 3 plates on each side, I still never had a 6-pack, ever. So, those are the goals right there. Thank you for listening. And if I want to leave you with anything, it's that if I can do it, you can definitely do it. Because I'm fucking nobody. I'm coming to terms that I'm so fucking average. But even somebody who's average can cultivate themselves into somebody who has something worth hearing. And I truly believe that. And that's why I put this out. And that's why I'm not going to stop. Take care, guys. And keep on striving for fulfillment. For fulfillment.